The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And off we go from Soldier Field.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Bears defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You've got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rivers. And coughed it up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8.
To throw, Rivers.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rivers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Rivers. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Rivers now. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Let's go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ready?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Bears had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Draymond Jones collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So here's a 3rd and 14. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here for Davis.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. We hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing Rivers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now.
First down, Seattle.
Ready.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Rivers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. High. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
On first down, right back to Herbert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you get real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Ready?
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Okay. Break.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back to... Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up, and they bring this one back. A full return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. So much of this game is focus and concentration, and whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
18, right in. Got 50, got 60.
Rivers. He'll find Metcalf. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Play action now. Rivers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll throw again. Rivers. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. High. Open man right side of St. Brown. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. High. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. High. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Davis now to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Rivers. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Viking 18.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good for the Chicago Bears.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hyde. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Hyde. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run here with Foreman.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Bronco 80.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Draw play, a give to Herbert.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
On 3rd down. Hyde. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Draymond Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Tag! Pat the 60! Pat the 60! Ready?
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Let's go
From
now.
the 21, and here's the 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off right side for Herbert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hyde. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Rivers now on 2nd down. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Seahawks first down.
And Charbonnet once again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Ready? Cougar 19. Let go.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Zach Charbonnet, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Bears 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Draymond Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Let's go now.
Brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here's Charbonnet.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On the carry, Charbonnet.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
A run now with Charbonnet.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Get it!
And they take a knee.
Ready?
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Chicago,
they're going to kind of bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 3-14.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when yet they finding out. I be taking straight losses, lady, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of, oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me, I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall, I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't